Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
There we go. Mike is 59. Mike is 154.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing. Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Taking a shot for Samuel. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Check. Gun. Hey!
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 23. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Newton now to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here comes Grant on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball. Teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Going with a screen for Murray. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 33 yards that time. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Prescott off play action. Complete. Smith has it. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line. Here we go.
7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
To the air again, Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Murray. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Here we go. 47. Push him back. Swerve. Hey.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Manhertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
6 guard. Check 6 guard. 8. Begin. Watch twist. Wait. 8. Check 43.
To throw again on second down. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Throwing on third and long. Newton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Yeah, that's right. Hey!
McCaffrey following the penalty. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
We got 4.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up third and 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
57's the Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Let's go, D. Let's go. SOS.
Here's Newton.
Watch out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable for Grant. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. On second down, it's Murray, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. On third down, it's Prescott. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
What we got? Kill.
Hey, turn it up.
Here's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, 47.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Ball,
They'll throw again. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
We got this at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
And the Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Watch the run. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo.
Now Newton on first down. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. 30. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
On first down, Murray. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. On the sneak, it's Prescott. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Zoom, zoom, check.
To throw is Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Switch up, switch. Great.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Far. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good. There'll be time for maybe one final play before the Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. REA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just went. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears
on second down. Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37.
From the gun, here's Newton. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the...
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
57.
They fake the give. Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Come on, D!
Throwing again on second down. Newton. Open man there is Malone. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run it with Scarlett. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jordan Scarlett, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Dante Jackson picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Play action. It's Newton. He'll rifle this one deep. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Now on second and 13. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it first and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Prescott now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it first and 10. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Murray. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Check, block 54, block 54. We're going to 54, right here. Here we go, 47. Switch.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Josh Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Switch.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
It's 3rd and 1.
Ready?
Yeah, right there. 54 Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
Express!
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. They'll halt play here for an injury as Christian McCaffrey is slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's Murray. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Again, it's Murray. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott from the gun. He is going to find Hill here. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
A gain of 7. And the Saints first down.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They go back to Murray on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Great. 22's coming. 22's coming. Nice, sweetheart. Kill. Turn it. Kill. Turn it up. Max 22. Cover. Check. Lucky.
This is Scarlett on the carry. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Let's get it. 50%. 180. Run. Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Move. Alone.
inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Focus, defense, focus. Gun. Mike 22. Look at it.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Gun. Check 24. Check 24. 22, Mike 22. Hey, watch your leg. Mike 22, he's coming. Check man. So we got man. 8. 22. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now it's Newton. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Results in a 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Back to you. 20. Back to you. 22, Mike 22. Here we go, D. Here I come. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. I'm coming after you. Shift. Watch the shift.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Saints, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
overtaking us, no barber, ain't no fading us. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the